outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Caught right side at Snead. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Sammy Watkins.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
And 7.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Gould is able to put it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
Packers nothing.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They run it with Carson. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Carson.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. This is Carson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ezekiel Elliott, 41 yards. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
But earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it for 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, and it's second down.
5-yard line.
14. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Good go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll have his man, that's Edelman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
On first down, Carson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He's brought DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. 1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wilson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
At their own 4.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Ezekiel Elliott.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On second down, Tua. And it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Tua. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out the defense.
Got the safe completion on 3rd. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13.
They'll run with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
15-yard line.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. 2 running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
At their own 26-yard line.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Wilson flushed out right. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there. A first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. From the 5, here's second and 2.
Second and 2.
From the gun, Wilson, flush to his right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Wilson, and he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Now Dion Lewis to return.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for Edelman there, and it takes us from second to third down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Snags it for the pick. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score, at least where it is.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Elliott. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier. Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They go to Elliott again. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now Tua. This pass caught at the 4. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a throw for the all-pro Kelsey is complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's outfield. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack and the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
On play action, here's Tua. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Play action, now it's Tua. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah and it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Green Bay.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. They'll run on first down. Carson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
He was brought
the Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Packers. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, Dorsett. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Again, Wilson. Flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Wilson will throw again. Buying time to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Fourth down, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, He's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They get the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll try to run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He's got Snead. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Good.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And this was